Monster Hunter World features 14 different weapon types, with the bow being one of them. In this guide, we'll take a look at exactly how to use this weapon to its fullest, as well as show you some things you may not know about it. If you're new to the game or you are a veteran of the franchise and just need a quick refresher, this guide is for you. Bows in Monster Hunter World are designed for the player who wants to hang back and pick off their target from a safe distance. The bow is a ranged weapon capable of unleashing a never-ending barrage of arrows on the target. While simple to use, its mastery requires a detailed knowledge of the best combinations of arrows, coatings, and distance from the monster. Unlike some games, in Monster Hunter World, bows do not use ammo, and so hunters will never run out of arrows. Instead, they use coatings, which apply special effects to the arrows and have a limited number of uses. Bows do not use combos the way many weapons in the game do, and instead they use L2 to aim and R2 to fire, which can be held to charge up arrow tiers. The higher the tier, the higher the damage. However, charging costs stamina, so keep an eye on your bar or you may run out and be unable to attack. Bow users can also use circle to fire a special shot that varies from bow to bow, which may help you decide which bow you prefer to use. Pressing circle immediately after a regular uncharged shot with R2 will perform a power shot. Power shots gain 1 arrow tier versus the last shot that was fired. Pressing circle and triangle will do a special attack called Dragon Piercer. This attack hits for increased damage but has a lengthy animation. You cannot move when using it, and so you must be careful to find a good window to fire it. Pressing any direction plus X will allow you to sidestep an incoming attack. This is great for when you don't have time to roll but requires some reaction time to pull off. If you manage a successful evade with this move, you can either press R2 for a quick shot, or do a lunging melee attack by pressing triangle that can mount monsters. As mentioned above, bows have arrow tiers that increase when you charge a shot, shoot in quick succession, or by dodging after a shot and shooting again quickly. Being able to pull off shots that are of higher tiers easily will help increase your DPS. Bows use coatings to enhance their attacks, and coatings each have different properties with different effects. Each bow can only use specific coatings, and these vary from bow to bow as well. Hunters can apply coatings to their arrows by hitting up or down on the D-pad until they reach the coating they want, and then pressing triangle to load it. Once loaded, your arrows will gain the properties of that coating type until you run out of it. Below you can see a list of coatings and their properties. This is not a full list. Since bows have a variety of unique properties such as special attacks and possible coatings, hunters wishing to use this weapon effectively will need to learn the specific bow they are using. This isn't the case with most weapons in Monster Hunter World, and it's one that sets the bow apart. Bows have an optimal range when firing, and firing from that range is key to maximum efficiency with this weapon type. You will know when you are within proper range when the crosshairs glow orange when aiming at the monster with L2. Coatings applied to your arrows will also affect this range, so be sure to learn what these ranges are so you can position yourself accordingly. A knowledge of the monster you are fighting goes a long way when using a bow because you can swap coatings to use whatever it is weak to, thus improving your DPS. Additionally, certain monsters have weak spots, and bow users are in the fortunate situation that they can aim for specific parts of the monster somewhat more easily than other hunters. Figuring out where and what to shoot is key. Lastly, bows do not have sharpness the way other weapons do, and thus do not need to be sharpened regularly. This gives you the advantage of keeping up your barrage for as long as your stamina holds out, so be sure to do just that. Be sure to check out our other weapon and monster guides for all your needs, and if you have specific questions, be sure to check out the Monster Hunter World Wiki. Good luck, hunters. May the furs be with you.